You hit, I think, 11 of your first 12 threes. Obviously not sustainable, but a lot of them did seem like to be the driving, kick kind of variety. Shots were, feet set. Is this obviously is the way it's supposed to work? Did you like the way that worked,
Yeah.
setting up those threes?
Looked much better tonight than it did the other night. Just kind of getting into our offensive rhythm and creating better shots for each other. That we played with more energy, more bounce, and those things often go hand in hand. So it's a good night.
We talked during training camp about Kevon, working on his shot and shooting threes in Hawaii. He does he's working that mid-range, and he looks like just a little bit lighter on his feet. How important was that for him to add back into his game, especially as you guys, just evolve your offense? You have Trayce in the mix, those kinds of things.
Yeah, he worked really hard all offseason on his body, on his skill. He took thousands of shots. And he's playing well. He's having a really good camp, and it's always fun to see Loon, at playing at this level where he's healthy and impacting the game. And yeah, we want him. If he's open, we want him to shoot. And I love the little mid-range when it's wide open like that after a good offensive possession. That's exactly the shot we want. And then he took the 1-3. Absolutely. Like we it's not like he's coming down and shooting in transition. I mean, Loon knows exactly what the right shot is and what's not. So, yeah, he looks good.
And then with Jonathan, how have you seen him just grow throughout the handful of preseason games that you have had with him playing in that three position?
Well, he's shooting the three much more confidently, clearly. There's no hesitation. Looks like he's getting better balance on his shot. And we want the catch and shoot when he's open. The one thing we don't want is guys to catch and hold. So we've got a ton of guys on this team who can shoot threes. We can move the ball well. If we execute our offense, we should have, plenty of nights like tonight where you get 18 threes and a bunch of guys all making 2, 3. It's a fun way to play.
With Jonathan shooting confidently from three, and he's hit over half of his threes in a small sample this preseason, is that just the biggest factor for you in terms of him playing the three?
It's one of the factors, the ball movement as well. We're just trying to find rhythm to the offense, and so it's recognition of circumstances, spacing, all that stuff. But it's a 5-man combination, so he can play the three with the right guys, and if we can continue to improve offensively, hopefully he can play the three with more than just the right guys.
I know it's all jumbled with Steph and Draymond out and Andrew, and it's preseason, but you go with the first substitution is Kyle Anderson and GP2 together. Long, defensive, can switch everything. Do you like that combination? Do you see something there with those two guys?
I do. They're both elite defenders, and it's both really smart. Kyle was a plus 21 in 13 minutes. Didn't even make a shot, but that's what he does. He makes an impact on the game without it showing up on the stat sheet. So, we're getting a look at a lot of different combinations, and it's all valuable info for us.
And Melton, I guess the shot wasn't going in much tonight, but 7 assists. You've called him a connector.
Yeah.
Is it like you can start him, you can play him on the second unit, play him with both units? Where is he fitting for you in this whole picture?
Anywhere. That's the beauty of DeAnthony. He's a basketball player. I mean, he sees the cut. He can handle it. He can play off the ball. He gets it. He sees the pictures out there, and feels like every lineup is better when he's out there. And then at the defensive end, he's really good. He's good on the ball. He's also strong enough to guard up a position, and very smart player. So it's a joy to have him on our team.
If Andrew can't make it back, all the way by the regular season or get those kind of minutes, could you see Melton like a three, guard, top threes, possibly if you go Pajemski, Steph at the 1 and 2? I
doubt we would go those three together. You know, there are 3 primary ball handlers, so to start them all would leave the bench a little bit thin on playmaking, ball handling. So I wouldn't expect to go that route, but DeAnthony's definitely in the mix to start.
Steve, you said before the game that you want Buddy out there when Steph is off the floor. He's shooting 59% from 3, obviously not sustainable, but wondering, do you slot him in sort of that 6-man spot as a traditional 6-man kind of guy?
He looks the part, doesn't he? I mean, he comes off the bench and you can feel his impact immediately. He's not shy, and we need that. We need a scorer off the bench, and he's been fantastic these first 4 games. So I'm really excited about Buddy, and yeah, that role makes a lot of sense for him. Thanks.
Buddy, we were joking in the locker room about your shot and how it's looking pretty pure. You're at 59% right now. What's your take on just why it's falling so well for you right now?
I mean, just getting shots in good rhythm. Ball was moving, just locking in and trying to get ready for the regular season.
And what has it been like for camp for you in terms of the way you guys have practiced and just the competition level, the depth of this team?
You know, just competing every day and just enjoying every moment, just learning and just figuring out how I can be effective moving forward every day for this team and just know my role and like how to play well with the guys, you know, and different lineups. You got to know how to play with everybody and just learning the guys' tendency and just figuring everything out.
I think earlier this week when we asked you about your jump shot, you said it just feels all right. Does it still just feel all right?
Yeah, it's normal. Yeah, it's normal.
Betty, Steve was saying how, at least seemingly so, you're right now, the way you're playing, you're really fitting into this scoring push coming off the bench. Do you kind of agree with that fit? Does that feel like a good spot for you right now?
Yeah, well, that was Steve needed me to do. Just here, just when he calls my name in the game, just play my minutes and play it as high level as I can and just be the best team I can be on and off the court and just enjoy playing here though. And it's fun, you know. I think everything we're doing is new to everybody too, learning with new players. And but I'm just up for the challenge and whatever Steve wants me to do, I'm gonna go there and be effective.
Steve said before the game that he needs you on the floor for sure when Steph is not out there. What does that mean to you to hear that he wants you out there when Steph's on the bench?
I guess it shows that the gravity I pose on the court. And just, you know, you got to keep a body to me and just continuity, just makes the offense flow. And I'm a scorer there that can be an outside threat and maybe get sneak in a couple of layups here and there, but just being an outside threat because. The league is going, guys have to respect outside shooting.
He also talked about your gravity in terms of transition gravity and how when you take off in transition, the defense tends to kind of heads towards you. Do you notice that? Yeah,
I've learned that from Lon Kruger, just running the floor from when I was in college, and he taught me that, and just over the years, just knows that learning how to play and just making cuts, hard cuts. Especially when you're a shooter, people tend to respect that, and it's just like a big running hard to the rim, diving to the rim in the middle of the floor. You got to honor that. If you don't pull in, and after that, then it's just making a sacrifice for the team. Hopefully, I got a shot, but let's open up the floor for somebody else. Good. Very good. Easy.
Thank you. Trayce, could you just walk us through the play where you blocked, I think, Duran and who else was it? Was it Hardaway? And then leading out to the break to pods?
I think it was Tobias, but yeah, so one of the guards was dribbling up the court, and I saw the two behind, so I just told JK to just stay to the right just because I felt like I could get back up to him and he didn't have to play too. And then they passed it down the middle, so he took the corner, and then obviously just make a play on the ball and then try to just be reactive, saw Duren get it, and then try to make another play. And then I got hit, and I didn't even know he hit. I kind of saw that he hit a three, but I was like a little bit out of it. Got poked in the eye, so.
I know you said that it doesn't make that big of a difference, but is that an instance where growing quarter inch this offseason might have made a difference on the double block?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It is what it is at the end of the day. Just trying to go out and make plays, and so, yeah.
What's it like watching Buddy Hield shoot the basketball?
Buddy, he has a flamethrower. Feel like just when I'm out there with him, just always trying to find out where he's going to be on the floor. Obviously, he puts a lot of pressure on the defense, so that's going to eventually, when we start playing together more, it's going to get me more looks and just making plays. But right now, getting him the ball because he's super hot right now.
How quickly were you guys able to get him incorporated? It seems like it's been a pretty seamless transition with his skill set. How would you describe just kind of his impact so far?
Yeah, I mean, shooting the basketball in this organization is always is something that always can translate pretty quickly. And so with him, he makes great reads. He knows where to be on the floor. And then, yeah, like you said, the fit's really seamless.
Among the new guys, who have you found that chemistry with the most to this point?
I think, honestly, today was really the first day where me and Melt kind of started to get something going on the pick and rolls. He was looking for me a few times, and I got a few easy buckets, a few lobs from him. And so those are things that are just going to develop with time. I feel like a lot of other guys, like Kyle is another dude. He said that whenever we get in the pick and roll, he's always going to be going downhill, looking, and then drop-offs and stuff of that nature. So it's just stuff with a new team that you got to just develop, and then after that, when you start playing together and get more reps, it will come. So.
And with the wrinkles that Stotts has introduced offensively, it doesn't look like your role is that different. Are there tweaks to it that?
Coming into this year, I didn't think that my role was going to change drastically. Just be an energy guy, make simple reads, make the right plays, and that's something I'm okay with, and just continue to build from there. But yeah, right now it's kind of rudimentary into our offense since it's still the preseason. Obviously, as the season goes along, we're going to start getting more in depth with plays and stuff of that nature. But as of right now, yeah, it's just the basic stuff, and I think as the season goes on, we're going to add more to our offense.
With the pick and rolls with Melton tonight, what was the key to connecting on some of those lobs? Was it him holding onto the ball an extra beat, setting a different type of screen, anything like that?
I just feel like teams play us differently. I mean, today they kind of Duren kind of got over a little bit too far, and then Melt was putting pressure on them, and he was just trying to make the right read. There was a few times where he skipped it over, a few times he got me, a few times he got a layup, and so those are just things that we just got to continue to work on.
What are you noticing about the perimeter defense, guys in front of you defensively when you're back there anchoring the rim?
Yeah, everything's a funnel. I kind of learned that at the end of last year, just trying to always be ready to make a play. I mean, Draymond, I remember I think we were in I think we might have been in Minnesota, and we watched film, and he was like, if you can be 2 steps in with your athleticism already, that's going to be something that will help you tremendously. So just always watching, because trying to set everything baseline and then just being there on time, not letting them get easy buckets at the rim.